Hi there, it's day 201, and I wish you much pleasure the following 100 more challenge days. And today's topic is, find inspiring words for yourself. Now, often we are happy if somebody tells something very nice about us. For example, if we listen, speaking with somebody who is telling you that he spoke with another guy and he was so inspired by you, and he said how wonderful you are, and you can count some blessings about really positive things that you have. But to be honest, how many times do you hear something like this? If it's much in my life, it's maybe once a year that you hear such words, and they can be so inspiring and so motivated that why should we wait 1 year in order that somebody tells us these words when we ourselves can give us some positive affirmations about what we are, or what we want to be. So take, for example, a sheet of paper and write what is it that you're expecting from yourself to manage this year, this month, this week, this day. What would you like to say about yourself? For example, I make a list every week, sometimes on a paper, sometimes it's just in my mind, because after doing it for so many years, it's literally like as if I would write it. Then I plan it. Normally I have also a table where I put the things I want to manage this week. And usually I manage to do all of these things. There are also many weeks where I do not manage to do, for example, from 10 things, I manage only 5 or 7. Because sometimes I'm also depending from third parties who do not manage to finish what I want. So there are certain dates that I cannot influence. But many times I have observed that I manage more than I wanted to do in a week, and I can decide if I would want to do even more than this. And this is the result of getting things more quickly done. Sometimes I can dismiss some things because suddenly I see they are not so important anymore. So there are quite different reasons to come to this result. And then the nice thing is, if you do this on a regular basis, then you see that there are many things that you are completing, and that is something that we want. We want to see a result from what we do. And usually you don't have this. But if you plan it, and then you see at the end of the day, end of the week, that you manage so many things, then this boosts your self-esteem and also your potential and your the power, the motivation, because if I decide to do this, I can manage this to do. And you can find out many things about also yourself. Maybe your organization is getting better. You're improving your motivation, and make maybe a plan what to do when is the best time for it. So there are many positive results by following this kind of plan, and you can decide what is it that you need. Do you need to tell yourself, well, I will manage this today? And I remember a quote that Sam Brown once said, and said, it's very important. The most important thing is how you start the day. This has influence in all of the following day. So what I do normally on regular basis is that in the morning, when I go to my work, that I'm listening 5, 10, 15 minutes of some personal development speakers like Tony Robbins, Sam Brown, Wayne Dyer, and so on. There are also some beautiful German speakers like Dieter Lange that I like very much. He has so much wisdom in what he says that almost after each sentence I have to pause in order to reflect about it, to see is there something in his words that I have managed yet or not yet? What can I do in order to prove it? Not because the world is expecting it, but because I see that when I do this and I understand that there is a sense, a positive sense in what he's saying, then I will improve my life for my own sake, in order to say I have a better life and I love more myself. Because after all, I don't think that many people can say that they really love and accept themselves for everything that they are. Normally we have the focus also on the 20% that we are not doing great. For a long time I was cursing much, which my surroundings, they know it and sometimes they laugh, but I don't feel good with it. I always thinking if my spouse would be here, what would she say? And so I wanted to improve it, and it was very difficult. It took me maybe half a year with regular concentration. And what I found is that I can avoid it by not putting myself in a situation that drives me to curse. For example, I got annoyed by some things, so I stopped thinking about things, and I started to wish something good to the others. Sometimes, things are happening, and then we curse a lot, and we wish bad things to the other guy. Maybe he was driving in front of you, and he took your road, and we start cursing. But I stopped doing this. So I came down, and after all, I just I don't think that I became better. It's just that I avoided the situation that placed me in a position that was driving me to curse. And now I managed to reduce this, and I'm happy, because what counts is, after all, the result. And the fact is that I'm not cursing so much anymore. I have reduced it at least 50%, and I'm proud of it. So look, what is it that you want to improve on yourself, so that you can say at the end of the day, that's a nice guy. That's the person I want to be. And then just look what you can do in order to complete this and to be more happy with yourself. And you will find out that all your surrounding will change, improve to the better. You will be surprised. So that's why it's important to make a list from before and afterwards, what was later, in order to see how quickly you have managed to become another person. Stay tuned. Till tomorrow. Bye-bye.